So apparently the cool kids are saying these trends and styles are out for 2024. They're not cool anymore. And do you care? Probably not. You might still wear this stuff, myself included, although I can totally get behind some of these. So let's talk about what's out and what's in for 2024. Starting off with a bang, because man, I agree with this first one. I can't stand this trend. I've never liked it. It's curled hair with straight ends. Why? I knew 5 years ago when this became popular that one day we would look back on this and it would date us. And that time has come. I know there's a lot of you that still curl your hair this way. You still love it. You still rock it. And that's great. This entire video. If there's still things you love, just wear them. Who cares what I think? Who cares what anyone thinks? But we are seeing more soft curls in hair this year. Just soft, nice, voluminous hair with long layers and curtain bangs. And I do just want to point out, I have no room to talk in this video. My hair sucks today. Like, it's straight. My layers have grown out. It's slightly curled at the end. I have no volume. Like, I have no room to talk today, but I am excited for what we're seeing in hair. Number two, continuing on with one more hair thing, but we have to talk about the bold money piece that is no longer a thing for this year. And if you don't know what a money piece is, because honestly, for quite some time, I had no idea what that was. But it's when like a section of like the front section of your hair is a lot lighter than the rest of your hair. And there for a while, just like very bold, contrasting money pieces were a thing. And now they're still a thing, but they're much more subtle. They're more blended, they're more natural. Hopefully in these photos, you can see how, again, it's there, but it's not the first thing your eye sees. It's just blended subtly and naturally into the rest of your hair. Okay, I'm gonna get this next trend out of the way just because it leads into my next point. I have a purpose here, but you knew this one was gonna be on the list, but skinny jeans are out, okay? They were out last year, kinda, but like this year, they're really kinda getting out. I know so many of you still love skinny jeans, and the thing is, you can still buy skinny jeans. You still see them everywhere. Like, they're not fully out, but they're kind of, they aren't cool anymore, okay? What we're seeing are just pretty much all other styles. You like wide leg, straight leg, flared, high-waisted, low-waisted. Like literally every single style of jean except for skinny jeans kind of seem to be in style right now. So with that said, and this one's gonna make you mad, but it kind of piggybacks off the fact that skinny jeans are out, but in turn, skinny leggings are also kind of out. Like regular skinny leggings with no-show socks and sneakers are just not cool anymore. And I know a lot of you still wear this, myself included, so I'm not saying if you wear this, you look terrible. I'm just saying it's not the cool thing to do anymore. Flared leggings or yoga pants are so much more in right now, and I do really like this trend too. I just like both options. I love the flared leggings. I'm going to link a few flared leggings from Amazon down below in the description box. You should totally consider because they are genuinely so comfortable and flattering. So maybe get some flared leggings or yoga pants, whatever you wanna call them, and rock those a little bit. But if you still wanna wear just regular leggings, you could also try wearing higher up socks. That's bringing the 80s back, but that does kind of make them cool for this year. So you could kind of go either way. This next very specific style has to do with shoes, and it's the Golden Goose sneakers. This was so popular for a while, and I mean, you still see them here and there, but they're definitely not as popular as they once were. And if you don't even know what Golden Goose sneakers are, like, it's kind of ridiculous. These are kind of designer sneakers in a way, but not really. They're $500 or $600, if not more. Like, they are so expensive. And the kicker is they are meant to look dirty. When you buy them, they look very dirty on purpose. That is the style. I also have never really liked these. I've also heard from numerous people that have them that they are unbelievably uncomfortable. Like, they're not even a comfortable shoe and they just look dirty. But that's kind of out, but what we're seeing in for this year are the Adidas Sambas, which are a very classic shoe. They have been popular for decades upon decades. They've kind of come in, come out, but they're back. And they are a very similar looking shoe, kind of. But they're meant to look kind of clean. They kind of go with every outfit. They are so much better priced. And so I'm liking this more. So we talked about the Golden Goose. Let's talk about the Canada Goose. So ironically enough, there's another Goose in this video. It's the Canada Goose Montclair jacket that was so popular for many years, and I think it got really popular in very cold climates like Michigan, Canada, New York, where these jackets I think really are good. But they became so stylish and cool that they kind of, came down to other areas. Probably not like Florida, but if you had any winter whatsoever, the cool thing to do was to get a Canada Goose jacket. And that's kind of out now. I'm sure they're still great jackets, but the Aritzia puffer jackets are all the rage now. So I don't even have an Aritzia near me, but I do really like that store. But the Aritzia puffer is what everyone is wanting. So fun fact, there's actually like 59.2% of you that continually watch my videos but aren't actually subscribed to my channel, which is totally fine. It's totally fine. But if you are one of those people, I would love for you to take 2 seconds and subscribe down below. Next, we have the Gucci belt, the double GG Marmont Gucci belt. And this one I can say with strong confidence that it is completely out. It's one of those examples that it was so popular and so on trend so quickly that it became pretty uncool kind of fast. It's kind of weird how that happens, and I have another example of that I'm predicting later on in the video, so stay tuned. But for belts, what we're seeing this year instead are more skinny, subtle belts. So I have a few examples, but speaking of designer, because I talked about the Gucci designer belt, I recently shared this Hermes inspired belt from Amazon. It is such a good price, and I shared it in a recent video, and so many people loved it. So it's a skinny belt, it's adjustable, it looks amazing with jeans, it looks amazing with dress pants, it looks amazing with dresses, and I just think it's such a good quality piece for such a good price. I will link that down below if you want something that does in fact look designer. Okay, so another pair of shoes that are definitely out for this year, the Tory Burch sandals. And it's kind of sad because I have, I think, 3 or 4 pairs of these. They are more of a contemporary designer, so they're still pretty pricey, but they do hold up well. But they're just really not in style anymore. And so what we're seeing instead are just more subtle slides. We're back to Hermes. I think what everyone wants to be wearing this year are the Hermes Oran sandals, which they are so expensive, so expensive. That's definitely like what people want. I just have the Sam Edelman version, which are still kind of expensive. They're like $100, but I've had them for a long time and they're still in style. They still have held up amazing. They're simple, they're classic. I love them. I also think this next style or trend will come as no surprise, but I'm more sharing this to share like what's in instead of out, because like you guys know, like the leopard print is out. It started with the chevron. We'll take it a step further back. The chevron was the print, then that went out. Then we had the leopard print, and man, I was on the leopard train for a long time. I don't know if you remember, like I did a whole thing with how much I love leopard. I had leopard everything. That's officially out. And I would say now the print is either really just no print or like a vintage floral. We're seeing that so many places, like a vintage florally print, almost something that maybe your grandmother would like, which I do kind of like this, but we're also seeing patchwork. I'm not saying I like this. I don't think I do like this, but it's still a thing for this year. Okay, here's another one I'm going to fully stand behind. I do not like this trend. It's the tote bags with words on them. And I have a few examples here. The one that immediately comes to my mind is the Marc Jacobs tote bag that literally says, "The tote bag." This has always confused me. Thank goodness it's out. Like that is, it's not good anymore. Also, the ones that there's a tote bag and it just has words like sunshine or Hola beaches, which play on words there, kind of funny. What is a better option, more in style for this year, are the puffer bags, which this one is so popular by free people, and I found a better option, less expensive. It's not sold out, it's on Amazon. Again, I can link it below. It is literally like identical to the free people one. It is so nice. It has texture to it, it's puffy, it fits a lot. A lot of people like to use this as a gym bag. Other people just wear it, as a regular bag, like crossbody. I love this. Puffer bags, anything with texture is really in for this year. So this next one doesn't really have to do with fashion and clothing, but it kind of does, because people would do this and it would make a statement with their outfit. It was cool to go to Starbucks and buy Starbucks merch. People would carry around their Starbucks tumblers, their Starbucks cups in fancy glitter and like ombre styles, and that's not really a thing anymore, but can you take a wild guess what is? Yes, you're thinking of it because it's out of control. The Stanley Cups have reached a new level of obsession. I don't know what has happened. People are literally going insane over these Stanley Cups. And the thing is, I do like my Stanley Cup. Like I do, but I also like a lot of other options as well. And here's my prediction with this. It is so popular right now. It's literally similar to the Gucci belts. They are so popular right now that it is going to crash and burn so hard. I'm telling you, either later this year or next year, it's gonna be uncool. Like so uncool to have a Stanley Cup. Mark my words. So we haven't talked about jewelry thus far. So let's talk about Pandora jewelry, specifically the bracelets were so a thing, so cool. Everyone wanted one. I remember walking through the mall, seeing the Pandora store, and it was like, that's the dream. Like I wanted to pick out my charms. And the thing is, I'm just not even a silver person and I don't like how they mix silver and rose gold. But anyway, it's out. And I would say what's in for bracelets these days are just simple stacks. People definitely like stacks of bracelet. Nothing like crazy, but just simple, affordable, either gold or silver jewelry. So anyway, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This one was fun. Everything that I mentioned that I actually really do like, I will have linked down below in the description box and pinned in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.